I love it when you talk dirty.
Welcome to the Dirty Talks podcast, where we talk dirty and we take things to a dirty level. I'm your boy, Dirty James. And to the right of me, I have
Jasmine Divine.
And to the right of her,
G Baby.
And we have one of our favorite people on the show. We fuck with him heavy. This is what, like your fourth, technically it's your fourth time on the show. Because one of the episodes didn't air because the audio got fucked up.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, so y'all right now, we not
I
doing
was
this
so
for nobody
pissed
else.
off.
That was the one where I was still drinking too. I was fucked up
Yeah,
too.
that was a good ass episode. But you made up for it like a lot of times, and I feel like you're gonna make up for it again by being here. But Sharpshoot Media, we know Miss Mike as well. But you want to shout out your Instagram real quick so they can follow.
Sharpshoot_media on Instagram. Photographer, Houston based. Now Houston based.
Yep.
Moved to Houston a year and a half ago. And pulled up for a gig, had to come holler at the gang.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, so that was my beef I had to pick with you because this ever since he moved to Houston, right? This is not his first time back to Cleveland, and this is the first time we get to hook up with him when he's back in Cleveland. I'm just like, damn, because he would ask to come on the show. But he'll tell us like the last minute, like the day before he leaves. I'm like, well, shit, I didn't even know you was here the whole time. So that was my beef.
It was definitely divine timing. I saw you pop up on our little notes calendar. I was like, this man has set the standard of guests. Like,
never happening again.
Definitely a fan favorite.
Man,
it's not happening again.
The next guest, we're like, all right, this one's going to be. All right, cool. Wasn't Mike though.
But with him, was just natural. Like I don't have to get to my topics in my notes when it come to him. Like we just, we could vibe off each other easily and come up with topics like just through natural conversation. Or you couldn't find the shit video.
Man, no. I
but
feel
basically,
defeated.
2 girls, 1 cup of them kissing and shitting on each other.
I'm too much of a detective.
They pretty much
to find
shit.
that.
It's exactly what you fucking. They do the thing in the cup and then they enjoy it together. And
No,
no, it ain't.
Chocolate Sunday.
Basically.
It's a trauma.
It came out like that too. It was swirly and everything. Straight into the next girl.
No, they don't do scat on the hub. I don't think.
I hope that's not a category.
Scat?
You could probably find it on FetLife.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Then somebody pay you to sniff your ass if you sit your ass in cake and they sniff it.
It was beginning of COVID and men were starting to get a little desperate.
Risky.
And I was doing camming at the time and I built up a following so quick. Bro, all I was doing was sitting in lingerie and painting. That's all. And every so often they would pay me to smile in the camera or show my feet. And then I would orgasm at the end of it. And it was just like,
Time out.
Because not they.
Either we missed some steps in between.
She did kind of.
You got some weird shit to turn you on.
I would set my camera up to where you only can see my hands and like my back and my butt or whatever. And I'd have like a cute little lacy thing on. And then they could see what I was painting. And I would do that, and then they would pay to see more. Like if they wanted to see me smile, then I would go this much in the camera, and they could see me smile. They wanted me to take a sock off, then I would take a sock off for a few minutes, and then I'd put it back on.
That's
And then if they stayed for the whole time, pretty much they would watch me, and then I have my little buzzer thing, like in my coochie. And so they would see the little. There's a tail of it, so anytime that they would. Yeah, they would pay for it to vibrate. And then so while I'm painting, I'd be like, you know what I mean?
This sounds fun.
And I would just like pretend, you know?
Do it again, I'm going to watch.
And then I would do this all night. And then when I hit a certain amount of money, then I would like turn over and like I couldn't stand it anymore. Like, oh, you guys are turning.
Did you ever fake an orgasm on there?
Every
Sounds
time.
like she faked it every time.
I had this fake cum that I would put inside of my coochie. I would take a break.
They did that shit, man.
I would take a break and then I would put like fake stuff inside of my coochie, and then I would like, you know,
my coochie would fall
and then
off
I would squeeze a little bit, and then it'd be like. And they would get a kick out of it.
You know what's crazy?
My thing would be like, ching, 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 ching. I'd be like, yeah.
Jackpot.
You know what's crazy is that we men are so simple.
Oh, very.
We can know that you bullshitting us as long as you agree to bullshit us and like it's what we like. Like I don't give a fuck. Like that shit sexy as hell to watch that coconut.
I guess for me it's different. For me, I have to physically be there to be turned on. Like it's hard for me to. I guess so with the cam and shit. Like you know how a lot of porn stars or people who have OnlyFans go live, people get excited because they get to see them live. That's not excited to me because it's just you, and it's nothing. It's
deeper
like,
than that, though.
I'd have to put you
like,
in a cam room because
I think you did before, and I was like, yo, this shit is boring.
you have to get one
can't
that's
get with
good
it.
though, and you have to go in with some money.
So
But
here's the thing: it's not so much seeing them; it's the control factor. It's the psychological saying, "I could push this button and make you do a thing." So, like, in much the same way that like people that like to be dominated or anything like that, it's really about a power exchange.
yeah,
I don't know. It's like
Same
if I
thing with
can't
a strip club.
physically
Same shit.
touch you or feel on you, it's not because like I tried the OnlyFans thing before. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to see what the hype was about. And like the girls on there was like talking to me like, oh, I need you to do this, daddy, or blah blah blah. I was like, this shit corny. Like they trying to get money out of me, and I gotta pay for this message and this is a picture with your titties out. And I can get that for free on fucking.
I
porn.
shoot.
And I don't feel like the conversation is genuine. I think I get off on genuine conversation, like even like strip clubs. Like I know they just doing their job.
You're not a kindergarten teacher, Muffy.
you don't have the ability to like buy into a fantasy.
Yeah, it's like if they trying to talk to me, it's like I'll probably be more turned on if I can get you out of the strip club for the night and you can go kick it.
Me too.
That type of shit. But like
Connect with you as a person.
I just feel like you just telling me everything I want to hear.
Your job.
And I'm telling how many you probably using the same lines you used on other niggas.
Sure.
Or you probably did shit with other niggas already. You got your cologne on them. I want to smell that shit. So like it's just a lot. Like,
smelling like Sauvage. Get out of here.
Yeah, but
I don't know. Them cam rooms at least my cam room would be lit as fuck.
Of course.
Oh, baby.
But it's the type of people that's pulling up. I
Yeah.
shoot for OnlyFans models back in Houston now. Like
I bet that shit is lit. Like
it's
doing
fun.
that.
It's actually fun.
That's
They
fun.
cool, you know what I'm saying? But that's a genuine connection. And they trust me. Like that's to me the
And that's the
coolest
dope
part
part.
is the consent and the trust. And they know it's not gonna go no further than they
Don't
want
look
it
at
to
you
go.
like a trick.
That part.
Right.
Niggas
That's the other part.
That's the part that
You're
I don't want
involved
to
in
be.
you're involved in their money making. Like you're
Exactly.
involved in their hustle.
And I think that's the
everybody
thing.
winning
I don't
all the
want to
way
be
around.
looked at as a trick because then I feel like I'm not respected. I can't fuck with a girl who don't respect me. So I think that's the part of it. Like I can't.
I've been a trick before though. Like straight up.
I
I
like
done
tricks.
straight paid.
Yeah, I mean, I know y'all
Cool.
like tricks. I make money off of.
Nah,
it.
but it's like I don't know. There was a mutual. I don't know. When I was camming, there was always like such a mutual respect. Like, yeah, every so often you would run into the ones where you knew you had to treat them like a piece of shit because they were on some weird stuff. But most of the time, they're just like genuine guys. They're like, I'm just trying to get my little nut off before I have to go to work in the morning.
It's really
Can you
that.
please come into like this or because I would have a lineup like a waiting list for a private room, and so they would like be like, I just da 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 da, please choose me, da 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 da, and then I'd be like, which one?
Did they have
And then they would
pictures, like
thank me,
profile
like
pics?
afterwards, they'd be like, oh my god, that was so amazing, you're so beautiful, da 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 da, and I'm like, oh, this is nice.
Did they have profile
You know?
pics like to where you can see how they look? Like did that
Nah,
help
I
a
don't-
little bit?
I don't want to see. No.
Did you have? Did you have like a favorite
She said,
fantasy or a
no.
favorite character that you love to portray? Like, say, you know, with this client, I know I get to play into this fantasy. Like, did you look forward to any fantasies you had to fulfill?
They knew if they were coming into my room that I was just gonna be myself. As awkward and quirky as I am on this camera is just how I was on my
So you
camera.
pretty much being yourself while so you didn't have to like act like
yeah.
be in character or nothing.
Hell no, I didn't
Okay.
do none of that. We'd be in there laughing, giggling, acting weird. Yeah, I didn't do none of the extra stuff. I feel like you get paid more when you do that though.
Yeah,
Be
but
yourself.
when you
I
play into their
understand.
fantasies, yep.
Yeah.
I understand the mentality. Like I said, some of the models that I shoot for, you know what I'm saying, in Houston, they'll hit me up and say like, you know, I've been told that I can do, you know what I'm saying, I can get this much money if I shoot these type of videos. And it'd be weird shit like, you know, a woman that's a very close friend of mine, she be doing OnlyFans, but she on some other stuff. She on some like educational type stuff. But they'll hit her up like, you know what I'm saying, I want to see pictures of your butthole and this and that and the other. And like,
Yeah.
she like, okay, but but it's more money. It's more money in that. But at the
It's
same
so
time, you gotta
exclusive. Like they're closer to you.
right.
Sex work is amazing. It's
Yeah, it is.
limitless.
And that's why I hate people who blow down on it because a lot of people think that it's just so easy. But like in order to like gain a following, like a cult following, you gotta have a mouthpiece and you gotta be strategic and you gotta be witty. Like you have to know how to work the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Work your audience.
Yeah, it's work.
Mike, I do want to ask, so what's like, man, it's so much going on with you, but like, what's been new with you? Like, what's been up? Like, I feel like it's just been a lot going on. Like, what's new? How you like in Houston? What's the differences between Cleveland and Houston, good and bad? I know it's a loaded question.
It's a lot. What's new with me is, you know what I'm saying, I got a woman that I'm crazy in love with that we're in a relationship with each other.
So dope.
She is
We gotta clap it up for
love her.
We gotta clap it up for
she's so dope, bro.
Yeah, she sounds
First of
so
all,
amazing.
She's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? She loves the fuck out of me. Let's start there.
Heavily.
You know what I'm saying? She stand on her own. I can go on and on about Vaughn. I am Vaughn Sola. Love you, baby. And with that, you know what I'm saying, we doing dope shit all the time. We do dope shit on Tuesday, like on regular, but it's so much shit to do in Houston. And we travel in so many different circles. Like we got our, you know what I'm saying, lit ratchet friends that be on some like freaky shit. You know what I mean? We got our kinky friends who are like grown but handle kink in a very specific type of way. Everyone's got their own like category, their own lane, their own fetish or whatnot. And we got our woke spiritual friends that we can go do a new moon ceremony or go get a sound bath.
That sounds very well
That's
rounded.
fire.
Oh my God.
I always wanted to go to a sound bath. I ain't
It's
do
dope.
that.
We got sound bowls in the house, bro. Like
As you should.
He's mad because they're so expensive, but I was like, they're so worth it though.
I think I want to be like
Vibration.
on LSD when I do my sound
Go to
bath. Some
Coventry.
type
I mean, you
of
can do
psychedelic.
it sober though.
But I feel like
from
I feel
Coventry.
like I would get more out of it if I
Feel
was
it
on
in
some
your
type of
body.
psychedelic.
Yeah.
shit raw. So yeah, so all that's going on. As far as photography is concerned, like I've been stepping off into working with, like I said, OnlyFans models, fetish models, and you know, just my regular stuff too. You know what I mean? Birthdays and you know, regular photo shoots or whatnot. And I haven't been doing a whole lot of that. I've been sustaining myself doing like boring video editing work for my corporate client. But you know, that pays my bills, so thank y'all. but no, like we occupy our days like figuring out the next dope thing to do. Like Vaughn just started doing cuddle parties at the house. She does adult play dates every month. Like it's regular play date. We go outside and play kickball, throw the frisbee, fly kites.
Fire.
Once, you know what I'm saying, every first Saturday. And that's why I support her in that.
Sounds like we're gonna be taking a trip to Houston soon.
That right?
Please come to Houston. We got a room that we call the Zen Den. That's where the sound bowls is at. It's a massage table in there. It's a bed. We got a little corner with the grass floor, the clouds, and you know the cloudy with the lights and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's
Alexa
so
control.
cute.
That's super
You know
cute.
what I'm saying? Oh, it's such a peaceful place. And a hammock. It's a hammock in the ceiling that you can get in there and swing.
I'm gonna have to come over.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, no, we definitely taking a trip out there. How did you and your girl meet?
We met on Kendra.
That's why I figured.
That's
So I
what I
wasn't
thought,
sure.
yeah.
Okay, so
Kendra, bro.
was she on her live first?
I was
or were
on.
you-
I was
Okay.
on. I've actually been on there a total of 3 times.
Okay.
First time I was on, I was here. Second time I went on, I was in Houston to let them know an update. Hey, I'm in Houston now. What's up?
Right.
And
She
you know,
seen it?
She seen it. She slid in them
What's
DMs. She was the only date that I went on.
Mm.
Like I had talked to a bunch of other women, you know, FaceTime, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
You know, but she was the only one that I set up and like, yeah, let's go. And when
Get
we
everybody,
met,
wait,
I'm
get
sorry,
everybody hip to what Kendra is.
Kendra G does a live that's like a singles dating show. So it's called Singles on Instagram Live, but she does it on Instagram, Facebook and YouTube. And you go on there, she asks you questions, you know, where you from, what's your age, what's your sign, what you want looking for in a partner, what makes you, you know, all these different questions and whatnot. And people in the comments like going crazy. Now, mind you, when you
The comments are harsh, yo. Y'all be
you the
prepared.
one-eyed photographer looking for love.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you say some wild shit like I'm open to a poly situation that may include another man.
People be so miserable on there, bro.
Immediately, oh, bro, gay, bro, gay, bro, gay. I'm like, no, like I just understand that if I'm wanting some like, and it's possible that my wife or my girl or my girls would want some variety as well. So like I'm open to that and I respect it. As long as bro, you know what I'm saying, understand what it is and ain't no weird
Cross
shit.
boundaries. Yeah.
And like we got to be cool with each other too. You know what I'm saying? Like so for that relationship to go all them different ways, like I'm like, and so that's what caught her attention. because she had actually been in a poly relationship before.
Okay.
And so we got to talking.
So did she DM you through Instagram? Like,
Yep.
So do you remember like the first message she sent? Like, what was it?
I don't remember exactly what it said. I got like 70 DMs at that time, which is, you know, it's like women go on there and they may get in the hundreds. Like my homegirl, I got a real close friend who's a sex goddess. She's 53 years old.
What's a sex goddess?
A sex goddess. She teaches orgasmic gratitude meditation.
I feel like I follow her.
How to manifest with sexual energy. So the idea is your thoughts manifest what you know what I'm saying, what you want in life. And the most powerful energy that you have in this world is the energy to use and create another human. Right? That creative energy. So while you're masturbating and you're feeling those pleasurable thoughts, connect those emotions to your vision. It's real simple. Connect that to. So yeah, exactly.
I used to do that. That's crazy.
Absolutely, that's what you're supposed to do. See yourself, feel yourself, checking your account balance and having 2 extra zeros in that bitch. Feel yourself putting all your bills on auto pay. Feel yourself, you know what I'm saying, randomly, casually traveling to Jamaica or whatever it is.
Yeah, I used to imagine like whatever. I don't know. Like I would just have an intention for my orgasm. You know what I mean? Like
you pre-planned it.
I'm a little horny or whatever. You know what I mean? Like let me not.
Yep. And she could do
let me put this energy to good use, and then I would imagine it like shooting out into the universe as a beam when I orgasmed. That's crazy. I didn't know it was like an actual thing.
It's
that
a
lot
whole
of people
thing.
do.
It's called. Some people call it sex magic. You can do it with another person. It's very powerful there when y'all are both in alignment. You know what I'm saying? With what y'all are envisioning. So me and Vaughn used to do that when we first got together. Like I would say what it is. Like, hey, do you feel your play dates being worldwide? Do you feel people getting blessed by, you know what I'm saying, and getting in touch with their inner child from your work? You know what I'm saying? Just be talking about that and seeing those emotions and whatnot while we orgasm.
Let me fuck that into you.
That's super dope. So
jump on this real quick.
So has your ideal relationship dynamic changed, or is it the same?
So my ideal dynamic is a 5-person poly, 2 men and 3 women.
It ain't
So it's the same. It's the same. It's definitely
man
the same.
Is still that man.
So have y'all had any luck in adding anybody yet?
We're not even in the place of adding right now. We still building it and setting our own foundation. You know, both financially, business wise, so on and so forth. We've both realized that the ideal and probable situation is that we'll meet another couple that's on the same shit first. Right? We meet another couple. I vibe with bro. She vibe with sis. They may do more than vibe. And here's my thing. I don't have to have sexual access to all the women in this group. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? I even considered the idea of a cool ass stud being in a relationship.
Right. Even if it's just somebody who can add value to life.
Yeah.
versus it doesn't have to be
That's the
sexual.
relationship part.
Yeah. I get that.
Would it matter if they have kids or not?
Not, I mean, yeah, it
I
depends
feel like
on the
that's
number.
a group thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
would have to be.
but that's the thing though. Now we got 4 or 5 people that can help take Timmy to, you know, soccer practice.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? You know, homeschooling, whatever it is. Like, you think about, man, you get 5 regular motherfuckers together that's on the same shit. I don't care. We could all make $48,000 a year on some slight shit.
I need this clip specifically.
You know what I'm saying?
So she already lived out in Houston. And
She had just moved there, actually.
Where did she move from?
Yeah.
She was in Dallas right before that, but she was only in Dallas for a year. She's born and raised in Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have y'all been out on dates together? And if so, how did those dates go?
What do you mean?
Well, other people.
Like you
Have
and
you
your
guys
girl
dated
dated
people
other people.
Again, we're
together?
not really actively searching. You know what I'm saying? So our idea is
Y'all
to
just have fun.
We have fun. We live in flow. We meet people and we have conversations like, I wonder. And it'll materialize the way it needs to materialize. And that's the thing. Like, you only attract to yourself what you are. So the idea is to just be this dope ass couple. We're going to attract dope, and we do attract dope ass couples, whether or not it's like a romantic thing or not. Like, people come into our lives and share with us and have other types of intercourse rather than sexual. Like, and she know what I'm going to go for and what I'm not going to go for. Like, and vice versa. You know what I mean? I know that my lady is not going to go for a woman that feels like she needs to come in and run the show. And she knows that I'm not going to go for a dude to feel that way. But on the other side, neither one of us feels like we need to run a show. If you don't feel like you can come into this situation and be an equal member, even though we was here first or whatnot, then like it's not going to work. But so many people approach poly with a hierarchical way, and that's the thing. Hierarchical polyamory is a thing. You know what I'm saying?
As much as people want to deny it,
it's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, but it does exist.
I feel like you kind of, so it got to be a balance to that, because it's like, all right, for example, if me and Jasmine have been together for some years, we know each other, we familiar with each other. So like this new person coming in, I don't know you like that. Like, yeah, we vibe with you in the first 3 months, but I feel like it's the honeymoon stage. Yeah. So I feel like you just showing us the best parts of yourself. I don't know how you handle shit when things get hectic or it's a dark mindset for you when things get dark.
Could not know that for years though. Too.
When fucking around with me, I like to shake the table. We gonna find out what you made of quick. I don't do that honeymoon shit. So
that's me.
But I feel like you kind of got to court that person.
It's fun,
but I feel like a lot of couples who are in the poly world probably don't ask the right question. They just looking at it like, oh, okay, this some new ass. I'm happy I'm fucking this new person. That's good enough for them. They ignore like all the red flags.
That don't sound like poly world thoughts to me.
That sounds like everybody.
That's everybody. That's the thing.
But you can't do that though. That's what I'm saying. That's what people fail at. Like you got to ask the right questions. You gotta shake the table. You gotta see who this person really is. I feel like a lot of people just ignore shit because it's something new and fresh.
You know, the best idea I've ever heard, and this is gonna sound crazy and it's very difficult. Same friend I'm telling you about, the woman who's a sex goddess. Her rule is you have to spend 4 seasons getting to know me before we even talk about sex.
Before we talk about sex?
Sex.
Yeah.
You got to get to know.
Because I don't know about that.
Here's
you got to
why.
be sexually compatible. But go ahead.
Right, exactly. But no, not 4 seasons being my boyfriend and not fucking. 4 seasons getting to know me.
Yeah. So like wild fucking.
No, without fucking.
Just
get to know me. Because you need to see what I'm like in winter when, you know what I'm saying? So she's very natural and like moving back towards like natural ways or whatnot, the cycles of the seasons mean that at certain seasons, you are really supposed to be doing what the seasons is doing. Like in winter, like you ain't supposed to, this ain't really grind mode time. This is cut back and chill and rest time. Yeah. So that like when spring comes around,
my job, I'll be working my ass off in
the
winter time. So I don't know. I feel like so look, I'll do it like this, right? Give me 4 months, right? And like within them 4 months, 1 month would be the temperature would be 30 degrees, and then the second month would be about 60 degrees. That's about fall, and then the third month, spring, I guess would be the third month would be winter. So I guess it'd be like 10 degrees in the house, and then the fourth month turn up to 90 and feel like summer house. So we go through the 4 seasons within 4 months.
That's not how that works, man. The energy of nature. The energy of nature, man. If you look out and see what's happening. I lost myself, and I just knew it wasn't me. But I was gonna blame it on me though. But I knew it wasn't me. Yeah, I was lost a little bit, but I'm like, no.
You could change the temperature.
But the idea is like seriously, like, and even within that year's period of time, you're gonna see me angry. Like at our age, like you might see me mourning somebody. Like when you get in your 40s and 50s or whatnot, motherfuckers be dying. Like, I need you to see what I'm like when I'm mourning. I need you to see what I'm like when shit is up. I need you to see what it's like when shit is down, so on and so forth. And so, spend those 4 seasons getting to know me. And she's like, no titles, no weird shit, no this, that, and the other. But like, you know, see my ups and downs. And, you know, with her being a woman, there's, you know, often a lot more ups and downs with them than there are with us. I need you to see if you can, you know, if not even can deal with it, but if this is in alignment. She's not looking for, like, matter of fact, when I met her, I shot my shot at her. And we were talking for a little bit, and she told me, and this is the smoothest, most graceful shoot down I've ever received. She says, "You're not the masculine energy I'm manifesting right now."
Wow.
I like your girl said that? She did. I can't do shit but respect that. Like, she's not saying you're not man enough for me or you not this and that and the other. No, you're not the masculine. Like, she has a specific masculine energy that she's looking for, and I'm just not that specific.
So what were you doing that wasn't bringing a masculine?
She just knew.
It wasn't.
She
for
just
her.
knew, and that's where women's power really be at, man, and being able to sense, like women's intuition. Oh Lord,
what just happened?
I don't know.
I don't know, but it was amazing. I had so much fun. First of all, I'm sorry, but y'all got me drinking Jose Cuervo. Is that what this is?
Yeah, y'all like Jose Cuervo?
Yeah, it's Jose.
I was wondering why everything started getting like, that's,
What you thought was in your drink?
I don't know. I just said tequila, so I'm like, okay, I trust them. I don't trust y'all ever again no more.
You don't like Jose? What's wrong with Jose Cuervo?
I died off Jose Cuervo.
What do you mean die?
Yeah, like what happened?
3 shots and I'm dead. Dead body.
Shot.
Well, you probably was drinking before that, right?
Yeah, like you
3
a dead
shots,
body or Tone a dead body? Tone a dead body? You. What happened?
I like the Spider-Man. Y'all pointing at each other. I don't know what just happened.
What do you mean? Like throw up sick? No more, bitch. You better ask AD if he got something.
I don't know. I don't think this Jose Cuervo would kill you.
Though.
Like, you look fine right now. I don't think you gonna die.
Yeah. That's because I'm planning. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. We was at like 34 minutes. And I was just watching Mike. And I'm like, oh my gosh, my eyes is real heavy. And then I'm like, why is stuff just starting to get blurry a little bit? I'm geeked.
Oh, you be all right.
Nah, what the hell?
Nobody told me. I just looked down and I'm like, hey, what the...
At 11:11, which is ironic, at 11:11.
Y'all trying to kill me, so I need that good energy.
That's crazy.
Let's
at
go.
11:11.
You be all right.
Let's get it. I'm still going to finish it, but...
Yeah.
Nah, bitch, you can't have no more.
But like, so back to you and your girl. So like...
My bad.
No, you good. So when it comes to you and your girl, y'all pretty much trust each other's judgment to like... Say if you found a girl you think that would be dope to add to the relationship, she don't have to go on a date with you. Like, you can go on a date by yourself.
I'm not going to go on a date with her for us without us. If it's somebody that I'm interested in, she just, follow what makes you happy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, if it's a situation, and that's the thing, with us being poly and open, you know what I mean? There's different categories. Is this somebody we're entertaining to possibly be a part of our relationship?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
And yeah, we talk about it together. And like with her being as specific as she is, she's an Aquarius, so like getting into her small group, very small, tight-knit group of motherfuckers that she will actually give a fuck about is difficult. I say Aquariuses have like 7 people on earth that they'll kill a brick over. Everybody else can eat a rusty dick. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, the specificity of what she would need to have someone, male or female, or a couple in our relationship, like, we talk about that and we feel that out. We hang with, so on and so forth. But again, we're not actively looking right now. So we really feel like it'll bring itself up by itself. So, but if it's somebody that I'm interested in, like, you know what I'm saying, I think she cute, you know what I'm saying, she feeling me, the sexual energy crazy, I'm trying to see what that do, and, that is what it is. But again, like, financially, like, taking extra chicks on dates and so on and so forth is something different.
Yeah.
But, like, what we do in the kink community, now that's a different story. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, what y'all be doing?
I read. You trying to have them expose them. I said,
well, but I don't want you to get too deep into the kink shit yet.
I want you to get
because I want to say that for the second half. But what I do want to ask is, how did you meet that couple? Because me and her started watching Seeking Brother Husbands, because we watched Seeking Sister Wives. How did you meet that black couple on Seeking Brother Husbands?
They live in Houston.
Oh, shit.
So did you already know about them before you moved to Houston? So how did y'all link up?
No, I didn't. Well, I'd heard about them. I seen a viral picture of bro with his 2 wives or whatnot. So when I saw them on there, I was like, oh, they're the ones that went viral for, a woman having 2 husbands and so on and so forth. Yeah. And
now she has 3.
But she
got 3 now?
She's got a bunch.
Yeah, she got a lot.
My girl got an army.
She's got a bunch, but they also have an organization called Progressive Love Academy, and they teach. Like, me and Vaughn just got finished reading one of their books called Up Level Communication that teaches like these tenets of progressive love and how to be in your higher self and recognize your higher self versus your ego versus your animal, and how to give voice to each of those parts. Like, we've been taught to suppress the animal urges. You know what I'm saying? That animal is that part of you that wants to protect you, that wants to lash out when it's pissed off. It's helpful when you're about to hit a car. Thank you, animal, for saving me last minute. But, like, when I feel like you did me wrong, like, I might lash out at you unfairly. So if you had a wild animal in your house, that's not okay unless you put it in a container. So the idea is to put a container, hey, listen, you've done nothing wrong. I know I create my life. That's one of the progressive love tenets. You create your life. And the story that I'm telling myself is a lie. Like, you didn't do anything to me. You just did what you wanted to do. But if you have space for do you have space for my vent? Yeah, that means you're choosing to be in your higher self and not taking anything I got to say personally. Cool. Once that container's set, what the fuck, bro? Like, man, you did such and such, man. I felt like you disrespected me and this and that and the other, man. I feel like you think I'm a bitch. And get it all out, right?
Yeah, get it all out.
All right, that's the end of my vent. How can I support you? This happened the other day, right? Vonna said something to me. She called me. And she was I was taking too long getting the groceries or whatnot. She called me. She was like, did you get lost in the store? Nope. I didn't get lost. And so whatever it was, I was triggered, right?
Yeah.
And so when I hung up the phone, I was like, okay, I need to vent about this because what triggered me? So I figured out, like, I feel like she talking to me like a child. And like, woo, woo, woo. But all those triggers, it's all me. It's all my past. So is it a potential? Is it a proclivity? Or is it a pattern in my life? Like, you look at where the trigger comes from. But when I vented to her, I asked for a simulation. That's one of the things you can ask for in this, communication thing. You can ask for simulation, physical touch. You can ask for empathy. Like, I need you to tell me that you feel or have felt what I feel before. And those things will soothe the animal so that you can go in the process and then get back into your higher self about the situation.
Awareness.
Yeah.
Oh my
and so
God.
what I asked her for was a simulation. Simulate that conversation going a different way. So we went through the simulation and I was like, whoa, that was our first time doing it. I was like, that actually felt fucking better.
You guys are playing. I feel like in moments like that, when you can do simulation, that heals a part of your inner child as well.
That's what it is. Because that's who be getting triggered. You know what I'm saying? That scared little boy or little girl that said, from now on, I'm going to live this way so I don't feel this pain anymore. But that thought process was created by a 7 or 8 year old version of you with limited information about the world. So now that you're a grown up, you can reparent that child, say, hey.
Reparent. Yep.
Let's approach this situation in a more mature way, in a way where we can actually find a solution.
That is like,
you already said the fucked up shit.
Right.
What the fuck is we replay? Yeah.
That just challenged me because I felt like I'm pretty self-aware. And I always felt like I try to get to a space, especially when me and JR have like disagreements or tiffs and things like that. I'm like, I always try to come at things within my higher self after I've had a moment of processing. But that right there is taking it to a whole other level.
Read the book. Get it on Kindle. It's like $7.
I'm gonna get it
a little bit every night.
I love me some Kindle.
It's almost like
as y'all know by now, I be reading.
Hold on, they don't know yet.
Oh yeah, they don't.
I'm about to say, like, how would they know?
Because by the time we get this episode, they will definitely know.
Oh yeah, they know by the but no.
By the time we get this episode out, they will know.
But no, I feel like what you just described is like shedding the toxic communication out in order to get like to a solution. It's like, okay, nope, I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna get rid of that. All right, now
not
I'm
even
here.
get
Like,
rid
how
of
can we
it.
talk about?
Not even get rid of it. Give voice to it in a way that is contained.
Yeah.
Like, that's the point. You have an animal in you.
So you
Like,
don't
and the
like,
problems that we have are saying, no, the animal doesn't exist. That my inner child isn't angry.
That's toxic positivity.
Right.
Yeah.
Toxic
Very
positivity.
toxic.
That's like, again, the metaphor that they give is having a wild animal in your house is wild, but like if you got it in a container, it's cool. You set it up in a way that it won't hurt people. And so if you're coming from the standard of I create my life, like I created this situation that allowed me to be triggered. You know what I'm saying? How did I create it? I got to figure out how I created this. And they gave examples. Like one chick was venting in the examples about her husband cheating. How did I create this situation? Did I see some shit and say, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is. Like I created this. So that doesn't mean I stick around, but I take ownership of the fact that I was triggered by you cheating on me. You didn't do anything to me. You just did your thing.
You did what you did.
You did what you did. You did it for you. You feel what I'm saying? So like me taking it personally is my story or the lie that I tell myself, my ego of saying you did something to me, because one of the tenets is there's no victims, no villains.
In the whole cheating story, a lot of women will tell themselves, "Oh, I must not have been pretty enough. Oh, I must not have
start blaming
great
themselves."
Enough. And then that's when you go into the cycle of, "Oh, I'm gonna get him back. I'm gonna make him love me again." Da 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 da. And then that's when you follow down the path of staying, versus just leaving.
Or dealing with your trigger in any
dealing
way.
with the trigger, seeing, or maybe even elevating it above that. if this is what you want to do, well, how are we going to live our lives from here on out?
Exactly. And that's how a lot of people are introduced to polyamory because, again, this person didn't do something to you. You just don't like, fuck my wife. I don't give a fuck about her, so I'm going to fuck this other bitch. That's not the story. Exactly. The story is, damn, I really have a desire for more than just my wife. For whatever reason. There may not be inadequacy here, but there's like some different shit here that she doesn't. I mean, so let's talk about what's really in you. And that's a lot of times how that conversation begins. Like on Secret Brother Husband, that was one of the situations. She had cheated. So he found a way to, and I believe that they're a part of her Progressive Love Academy too.
Which couple?
Yeah, which one?
The white couple where she was about it and the mother didn't understand. And
the kind of square white dude. I think because he still wanted kids. She was like, "No, fuck that."
Right.
Okay.
But no, I do feel like in that situation, she was kind of abusive towards him because she wasn't letting him be heard.
Yeah,
and I feel like it's not like he was allowed to have other partners. It seemed like it was. She was just all about having the fun. Okay, so
to answer your question, how I met them, they were on live or whatnot, and I had hopped on their live after one of the episodes or whatnot. I was talking to them, so on and so forth. Sent them a DM. Eventually, set up a meeting with them to talk about possibly shooting their podcast, and met them in their apartment. And the main two couple, the light skinned dude and
with the dreads,
Kenya. And
they're the one there. So not to get into their business, for real. But I want to get into their business. So the light skin and
Carl.
the what's his name?
Carl,
and then the wife is
Kenya.
Do their kids? They just have kids with each other.
Yep, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Tiger has kids.
I thought we was about to get messy.
Tiger has his own kids.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. But they also have other wives.
Yeah, I know that.
They didn't talk about that in the show.
Wow.
Yeah,
See, that's
they
what
left
I
that
told
out.
him too.
I knew that.
Yeah.
I seen it live to when the light skinned dude had his other wife there.
Yeah,
So
I did their engagement photo. I mean, their
not in the show. Yeah.
I did their anniversary photo shoot.
But okay, but you said so you met them by sending them a DM to do a photo shoot.
I hopped on the live, comment on the live, hopped in the live. You know what I'm saying? Cammed up with them, and started that, and sent the DM and so on and so forth. Matter of fact, she just texted me the other day. I'm about to do something for him this week.
We gotta get some tickets together. We gotta get them to come out to Cleveland.
Yeah. So let me
go out there.
Yeah. So
and
let
they
me
were
ask
in Ocularity too.
You said say that one more time.
They were in my art gallery. You hip to Ocularity where everybody has one of their eyes obscured by something. I asked them to be in it, and I used they wrote another book called the 9 Expressions of Love, why women choose men for different reasons. So there's different choices. A womb choice is somebody that she's attracted to sexually. A manifestation choice is somebody that can make shit happen for her in the world. And it's a bunch of different ones. And so we thematically displayed that with her 2 husbands. One of them was holding a pillow as her comfort choice, and one of them was holding a key as her manifestation choice. And that key was what was blocking her eye. So, and they actually bought that piece and put it up in their house. Like,
that's so beautiful.
It's been so much cool shit happening for me, man. I'm so grateful.
Oh yeah, nah. You've been doing your thing. I feel like you already left your mark in Houston already. You good, love?
Yeah, okay. I'll get in a second.
But okay, so say for like a married couple, whether the husband or the wife, say if they in a marriage, they have a lot invested in their marriage. They got a joint account. They got to have kids together, and it's a lot invested. Like they can't just break years. Up. Yeah. And how would you tell them to approach their partner, their spouse, like, hey, I've been having urges to have sex with this other person. What do you think about opening this relationship? Because I feel like a lot of married couples find themselves in that situation, and that's why it's cheating involved, because they don't know how to communicate that to the spouse. Because I think they feel like they'd be afraid of their reaction. How would you, like, what advice would you give to like the husband or wife who are feeling those urges? Like, hey, I'm feeling this way. How can we, create a dynamic to where we both are satisfied?
Absolutely. You need tools. Life has given us tools for monogamy. You've seen monogamy majority of the time or whatnot, and shit, not even formal tools for real. But you got to have the tools to be able to withstand some shit like that. There's this emotion called compersion,
Oh yeah, no, I'm hip to conversion.
Yeah. So learning how to develop that. I don't have all the answers for that, and I don't have all the tools. I know the woman that we're talking about has workshops called Divorce Proof Marriage. You know what I'm saying? And she gives tools on how to communicate all these different things or whatnot. It's not even just about opening up the marriage. It's about just like being able to communicate realistically, that may be a solution. So, but yeah, you need communication tools. You need the tools for how to operate in ethical non-monogamy.
Yeah, no, I feel like I realize, like a lot of the people who are in monogamous relationships blow down on like poly people. They pass judgment, and it just baffles me because I feel like the same issues that they think like poly relationships have, it be the same shit in monogamy. Like 100%. A lot of people who think they in monogamous relationships be in poly relationships, they don't even fucking know it. So it's just like
that's not a poly relationship. That's cheating.
That's cheating.
But I'm saying though, if one of the partners are having multiple partners,
that's cheating.
But what I'm saying, I know like we playing like semantics being technical. I get it, but I'm saying they preach monogamy like, oh, the one partner who don't even know, they think they in a monogamous relationship. And they don't even know their partner is like getting busy or whatnot. But then like they blow
that also is saying that a person isn't entitled and deserves to be in the relationship dynamic that they would like to be in.
They at fault.
And so it's not necessarily the person who's saying like, I think I'm in a monogamous relationship. No, that's the other nigga's person. That's the other person's fault for deceiving and manipulating the partner, for believing that they're in a situation that they're really not in.
I agree to that. But so what you say to the partners who stay in that relationship because they got so much invested, even though they know they getting cheated on, but they still kind of pass judgment on politics because like a lot of people do stay in situations because I guess they weigh their options out. It's like, okay, if I do leave, now I got to start from scratch. I got to build my trust with somebody else. I got to find somebody who can create a financial security for me because I'm already in this situation.
It depends on what the situation is. Now, if we're talking about a mother who's a stay-at-home mom and her husband's out fucking and ducking around all over the place, and a breakup would consist with her
having to get a job.
Not necessarily having to get a job, because you forget, if she's a stay-at-home mom, and they had an agreement at the beginning of their marriage for her to be a stay-at-home mom, for her to put all her dedication to their kids, then that means that she was relying on that man. So that's why I will never go without a job. I don't know how y'all women do it, but that means she was relying on him. So if she's looking and she understands that he's going out and doing this and doing that and doing this and doing that, she has kids that she loves dearly, and that if they were to break up, it would shake their cores and their foundation. She don't got no support, or if she does have support and it just be shaky, she got to make a choice, not just for herself, but for her kids. But it's not her fault. The man should have made that choice to be there for his children and for his family, and to make sure the foundation is sturdy. And to maybe if he needed to have a conversation on, let's open this up, or let's try to do this, or let's go to this therapy. Most of the time, a woman can be swayed with intellectualized conversation, therapy, and proper persuasion. And men don't have the tools to be able to provide that for us.
No, I agree. A lot of dudes don't communicate. So I was going to get to that. I feel like a lot of dudes don't communicate their true feelings when it comes to what relationship dynamic that they want, especially if their wife is only attracted to men. I feel like they don't want the thought or want to have the thought of their wife fucking another man or you know what I'm saying, or whatnot. And I just feel like, I don't know, I just wish people would be more honest. I think what I hate people who are in, I hate the fact that people who are in monogamous relationships, a lot of them pass judgment on people who are in poly relationships like they're like a second class citizen. It's like, oh, they're predators, or they're disgusting. They just, I feel like we're have a sexual. A little bit though. No, I don't think so. Because man, even when I tell people our relationship dynamic, I still get so many questions.
Because they don't know.
Yeah, but it's just like they say little shit like, "Oh, I can never share this person."
Yeah.
But then they dealt with being cheated on their whole life.
It's,
But
it's
they
different
don't know
though.
that.
To-
Like,
to-
Yeah. But no, I get
different
that.
story.
But they be like, but what if she falls in love, or what if she falls in love with another girl, or whatever, or what if she catch feelings? I'm like, that can happen while you monogamous. Like, just because you monogamous don't mean you gonna not be out in the world communicate. Well, hold on. Like, just because you monogamous don't mean you're not gonna stop interacting with other human beings. Like, you can have a job or you can have a career to where you're around other attractive people, and just from y'all vibe, and it's not happening intentionally, but like just you being human, you fucking somehow build a connection or just whatever type of relationship it is. You can unintentionally catch feelings. You like you start second guessing shit. Like, damn, I don't know if my wife or husband is my actual person. Because this might be my actual person, or I'm developing feelings I didn't know I can have. Or you find yourself, you still have the same feelings for your original spouse, but you adding on, like you still have the same feelings for your original spouse, but you also find yourself catching new feelings for this other person, and you able to balance it too. And you don't know what the fuck is going on because you was so hung up on monogamy. It's the only way. It's the only traditional way. Blah blah blah. So
because humans are capable of loving like literally every other relationship in your life that you hold dear. I don't care if it's your mother, you share that relationship if you got siblings.
that's a fact.
If it's your children, you share that relationship with the other parent. Friends, you share relationships literally with everybody. But this one, because tradition, society, religion, so on and so forth, says no. This is the one I get to be selfish and say, no, my toy. When the fact of the matter is you cannot possess people, you can only experience them.
I agree with that.
And so, like, so to me, that to me is the argument, not necessarily that you've been in an unethical polyamorous situation, you know what I'm saying, or unethically non-monogamous situation. Like, that's a violation, you know what I'm saying? And you can violate within, and you know what I mean, if y'all got parameters set up within an ethical non-monogamous situation, you can you can still violate.
Oh yeah, it was the communication is not A1.
There's still boundaries that can be crossed.
Yeah.
And it's just
Always.
I feel like with damn, I lost my thought. Fuck. There's so much going on just now. Boundaries could be placed.
Oh, go ahead.
But I feel like there also can be fuck. What was I gonna say? It was
Dang, I
so
thought you had it that
time.
If you want, babe, we come back to
It
it in
was
the second half.
Good. We still got like 5-10 more minutes left. We didn't even start rolling until 1:20 or 20 minutes after it started playing. Damn, never mind. Go ahead.
Well, no. So what I was gonna say,
I'll catch you.
I think what pisses me off, people in monogamous relationships pass judgment on people in poly relationships, like relationship issues only apply in the poly world. But like, no, nigga, like the same issues y'all worried about in the poly world can actually happen in a monogamous relationship as well, and it happens all the time.
They're human issues. They're not necessarily the relationship dynamic issue. But that doesn't piss me off.
I think it does, because I hate when people act holier than thou. Because like I'm starting to realize
poly people do the same thing to monogamous people.
You said say it one more time.
Poly people do the same thing as far, not all the time, but some poly people can pass judgment on monogamous people. Like, look at you still in prison.
Yeah, no, I don't do
still
that.
in prison.
I don't do that. But what I do hate though is niggas who will blow down on, oh, that's too much for me. Y'all dynamics too much. But then at the same time, when they talk about, oh man, I miss being out in the streets. I miss being with these hoes, blah blah blah. I'm like, nigga, that's not talking like a monogamous nigga.
I remember what I was gonna say.
You know what I'm saying? Oh,
I
feel
ahead. Like with the whole polyamorous thing and monogamy thing, it's just people change. I feel like the number one thing I'm learning in my life right now is that there's no perfect way somebody can behave and present themselves to you in a perfect package. If you are wanting to spend a life, if say for instance you found somebody that is your best friend, that is somebody you want to, spend your time with, wake up to, go to sleep with, eat breakfast with, all of that shit, pay bills with, struggle with, cry with, laugh with, all of the shit. And you're like, I want to spend my life with this person. And you mean to tell me that for the rest of your days, things are going to just lay themselves out in a perfect fucking package and that they're not going to change? that they're not going to have urges, that they're not going to have slip ups, that they're not going to fucking make mistakes, make you cry, make you, you know what I mean? So my only issue, and when we have these conversations, and I don't even mean to make it like this man versus woman thing, is that women seem a lot more gracious than men are in these types of situations. And men like Sharpshoot, like Mike, are very rare in having the grace and the idea of allowing a woman to grow and prosper and make mistakes along with him as he's trying to live life. So it's like, it's not necessarily like these things of like this tug and pull. It's just, I don't think we've allowed enough safe space amongst the sexes in order for us to be able to just be truthful and honest and have honest, radical honesty amongst each other about where we are, where we sit, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. I've had to humble myself a few different times within my relationship to where it's just like, yo, nigga, I'm getting a little tingle. And it's tugging me this way, not your way, you know? And that's just being honest. That's just being fucking radically honest with your partner. So, I don't know. I feel like people have gotten away from the idea of growing in truth with each other, despite what it might be. Are we listening to that?
What happened? I'm about to say what's going on right
sorry.
now?
No,
What's
you're
up
good.
with my
You're good.
gosh?
What's up, my nigga?
Shout out to the live.
My bad. I didn't mean
So
to
yeah,
answer.
that's all. That's all I had. It was a little bit of a long spiel, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel like I think, people in relationships, I think a lot of relationships fail. Like, to close this out for like of the first half, I feel like a lot of relationships do fail, whether they're monogamous or poly. The people in that relationship are not healed, so it's just like they're not self-aware enough. They didn't face their demons. They're not being their true, authentic selves. They have like an identity crisis. They don't even know who they truly are. So it's just like you don't even know how to maneuver or articulate what you really want for yourself and for your relationship. So you don't know what you want for yourself.
That's a lot of people, though.
Yeah. That's why a lot of relationships are shit. So if you don't know what you want for yourself, how can you say, hey, I want this from you or I want this for us? It's like you don't even know what you want for yourself yet. So it's just like, how can you articulate that and speak to what you want your relationship to be? You don't even know how to have them conversations, or you're not even healed yet. So you can't even say, hey, this is really who I am. I might go through this. I might have an urge for this, or I'm fighting this. Like, a lot of people don't even like to admit that they might be fighting something or going through something. Everybody likes to portray this image like, oh, I got everything together. I'm perfect, or I know how to handle this. You know what I'm saying? They don't like the
vulnerability.
They don't like the vulnerability or admit the fact that they might be struggling or dealing with something. And until they can realize that within themselves and heal themselves, how can they heal their relationship or even like try to get on the same page, whether it's monogamous or poly? So yeah, that's how I feel about that. But this has been part 1 of the Dirty Talks podcast with Sharpshooter. We'll be back for part 2. Peace out.
Peace.